Some people say faith is a childish game. Play on children like it's Christmas Day. I want you to live forever underneath the sky so blue. I want you to live forever underneath the sky so blue. Oh yeah, I want you to live forever underneath, yeah, the sky so blue.
I'll beat you up. Stop talking about me, honestly.
I like that energy.
He crossed the line numerous times, but as time goes on and you think back about what he was actually trying to accomplish, you're like, yeah, he was a hell of a teammate.
What is going on, everybody? This is the TiTan Uncensored podcast. I'm here tonight with the owner of TiTan Championship Wrestling, Billy Fetzke. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me get my lighting right. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But thank you, everybody, for coming to the TiTan Uncensored podcast. Yeah, your boy looking a little different today. Save your jokes till after we get off live, please. So right now, I'm going to bring Billy Fetzke in. Let's see if my technicalities is working correctly today. What's going on, Billy?
Mr. Marlon Dickens, how are you? Can't hear you. Marlon, I can't hear you.
I can't complain, man. I got a fan on my side, so I can play a little bit, but I can't complain, man. How you been?
Very well. Got a little choked up in that video, that beginning video. What a lot of epic
A lot of memories.
and a lot of great people that have been here at TiTan Championship Wrestling, even past. And I'm always grateful for our past. A lot of people I haven't seen in a long time, but it's a wow, a lot of memories, man.
Yeah, that video was my way of getting through some death in the wrestling community, man. I don't deal with that very well, so that's my way of kind of just giving back. And Live Forever is a big part of that. People, it's that one's not just a video, and I'll keep it at that. Condolences to Jermaine Robinson's family. Sika, we just lost Sika this week, so condolences to Roman Reigns, aka Joe Anoa'i, I believe his last name is. I don't know him. I think that's his last name. It's part of life, but we'll get to it. You know what I mean? We'll get over it.
Yeah,
Take it one
my
day at a
condolences, and obviously on behalf of TiTan, we send our prayers to all the families and anybody affected, friends and families.
But on a lighter note, sorry guys, it started off like that, but on a lighter note, TiTan Uncensored podcast episode, I'm going to say officially 2. Last time we had blocks from the evil sins, embrace your
Deadly
sins.
sins.
Him and Frankie and Just and Adam are a little bit of a force. Not your
Yeah,
people sometimes, but you know.
yeah. Blocks, Frankie, Adam Ace, and Daniel Riley. They have been a force to be reckoned with um, on this upcoming event. Uh, again, all of them will be there on at American Spirit. So, it's pretty wild to see how things are going to turn out on July 13th.
Yeah. Titans always has usually multiple surprises per show, man. So I am excited to get back out there because I haven't been there. I haven't been into a wrestling event in, I want to say 4 years. So
Yeah,
my
it's
first
been a long
my
time.
first one with Titans going to be probably that one if nothing crazy else happens. I've been having a streak of really nice stuff. And then not to cross promote, but Saturday week June 29th we have a show in Seaford, Delaware. That'll be my first official one back. So that'll be fun, man. But tonight you requested this one. So like I feel like there's a lot on your mind. You want to get off. It is the Uncensored podcast. I'm not going to lead you anywhere because I honestly don't know what's going on in your brain right now as far as what you want to speak on. So I'm going to give you the floor a little bit. We're going to freestyle a little bit. And let's get uncensored.
Well, I'm sure you've got your questions lined up, especially when it comes time to ask those questions. With that smile, I know you've got something brewing, but it's okay. Right now, the wheel is rolling. Nah, man, you know what? I really wanted to touch base, and um, it's been a long time since me and you have done something like this together. And we did one, I believe, was last year, and so cool, to have this moment again. And
Full circle, man.
excited. Yeah, it does. It does. It does. And thankfully, like you said, you haven't been to a show in 4 years, and you and I have never, you know, we've never we never lost base. So it was really cool, and I'm always appreciative of that. The but when I saw that video after that, they had that car rev up and that all gas no brakes, and we went through that all gas no brakes, and it was just nonstop right here into 2024. Now we've got our streak of marketing shows, but come September, things will just be different. And we've got a lot of goals and a lot of things in mind to where and the direction where the company's going. Um, our only competition is ourselves, and we're heavy on marketing of each other. You know, uh, the wrestler's the brand, and they have their own brand and a self promoter. Tightens the platform, tightens the platform that helps that. Um, we've got a lot of cool stuff going on, and like I said, we have focused on us. Um,
That's it.
what we
That's
could
it.
do better. The team has grown. It's grown for the better. Everything is more defined. Um,
It
it
does seem like we're
is,
running very efficiently.
yeah. So absolutely, absolutely. Production is doing a great job. It really is. We have a production meeting next Thursday. I'm excited for. Um, they're doing a phenomenal job, each and every one of them, and the same as with operations has been doing a phenomenal job. You know, uh, and it's not ran and done by me. I know a lot of people may have that conception. Wow, it's Billy and Charlie. Um, believe it or not, we're a small part of that. This team really, um, the communication has gotten tremendously better. The ideas and the set forth of the team, the roster has stepped it up, and that was been really cool. Um, everything's just kind of like formulating together,
Yeah.
and especially
Well,
getting through the summer months. Right. Especially getting through the summer months where things are tough. People travel, they want their vacations. I mean, it's very hot out like it has been. So, you want to be at the beach. You want to go out. You want to and I get that, you know. So, but the roster and the team and everybody has stuck together to put on these awesome marketing events. Um, you know, Seaside, which is being done twice. I mean, we were there June 1st. Now we're going back August 24th. August 24th was requested by the fans for us to come back. It wasn't, they went to Beachcomber, hey, we want them back. It wasn't, you know, of course we were doing, but it takes a while. It does. It takes a while to put these things together. You know, the permits, the fire permits, the going through the council and making sure. You know, I got to verify the corporate paperwork, which I did, or you know, on the first one, and then insurances and blah blah blah, and the list goes on. It takes 2 months, 3 months.
I really didn't understand that back when you were explaining me this, because like we talk a lot outside of wrestling and not about wrestling and for hours because you'd be on the road. But like, man, dealing with this show for me, I'm starting to get the not frustration, but the business side of it can be draining. Not like physically, and a little bit physically, but like it can be mentally draining. If you ever went to like college and you had multiple classes and multiple exams, and you get to the dorm right, and you just fall out. You know what I mean? You hit the bed, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna run out to the hall, mess hall, parlay with my friends. And nah, bro, like the mental drain from this is real. It's real.
Oh, it
A lot
is.
of people
I
don't do
mean,
this, but man,
you've got to switch hats in any moment, right? You know,
mm,
I go from being a truck driver. Well, you know what? From number one, I go from being a family man. I got an
yep.
awesome family, a very supportive family. I've got some awesome children, and let me tell you, you know, they're very supportive. Everybody stands behind it. Um, you know, so you go from being a family man. That could be one phone call, and then you know, then the company will call you, the trucker company, and then you're dealing with loads and you're dealing with, you know what I'm saying? So you take it off that hat now, and then wrestling comes up, and then, you know, you're part of the team. Then you're putting on that hat, and, you know, it,
It's
it's
more team
draining. It
management than
becomes very
anything else.
tired. Huh?
It really is more team management than anything else.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And again, like I've always said, even in the past, I work with leaders. I don't work with followers. So I don't do very well with followers. I just do very well with leaders. And you know, the leaders that I do work with, I mean, they ultimately step up and again, I'm so thankful, you know. And that's one of the reasons why I put that I know you saw it. I created a little one of those reels.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was like a almost like a, you know, you've seen the good and the bad, but you still wake up and you're thankful for what you have. And I'm thankful for the people in my life. I'm thankful for, you know, the things that we have, and the things that we've grown to have.
The blessings is amazing. I'm never going to deny those. Frankie Picard says on a business level, Titan Championship Wrestling is on another level. A lot of new stuff is happening in a good thing, and a good thing. I'm
Yes,
assuming.
absolutely.
Yeah.
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 I mean, my team knows how many meetings I've had over the past week and a half to 2 weeks. I mean, without a doubt, all wrestling related. And, you know, in the midst of personal things going on, you know, family life goes on. And I mean, I don't really want to put anybody's business out there, but we've been dealing with, you know, a downward spiral of health issues, not on me, but someone within the family. So we have other things going on, you know, and I'm just squeezing in meeting after meeting. And again, so thankful for the team that I have because it allows me to do that. It allows me to focus on Titan and the business, and you know, it allows me to stay in communication with constant pro wrestling and you know, with Chosen and Funhouse, and you know, it allows me to focus on the business aspect of it to where wrestling isn't constantly in my face, you know.
Yeah. What? Let me ask you about a little bit of your ventures going on. You got Chosen Pro Wrestling. I know you have the video that goes into it, but for anybody that may not have seen that, just casual, thinking about coming out to a show. What exactly is Chosen Pro Wrestling? Because the way I see it, and I may be wrong, it looks like it's geared toward almost an NXT version of TiTan.
Yeah, everybody has their own label to it. Everybody has their own assumption to it, which is cool, because some people see it that way, other people see it differently. My thing, if you looked at the video that production put together, and in the beginning, I'm talking about, hey, you went to school, you invested in yourself, you have the training, and a lot of promoters will tell you, hey, get a little time under your belt, we'll put you on. What if that is that star? What if that person got it? You'll never know. It may be too late down the road, right? So my whole thing was giving that opportunity. Now, will I take from the chosen roster and put them on Titan? Absolutely, I have. I've got champions and former champions that came from my very first free for all.
Yeah.
In Delaware, if you remember. So, right. So, I'm always about opportunity. I'm always about giving opportunity, right? I mean, storytelling is a big thing, and professionalism is another big thing, and of course, wrestling, being trained in wrestling is another big thing, and how you promote yourself and how you conduct yourself, and there's a lot of factors of who I look at and go, you know what, this is Titan.
Yeah. What? Let me ask you. Oh, go ahead. My fault.
No. Just like I said, everybody has their own perception. Could it be taken that way as an NXT? Sure. People, again, they make their own things about it. For me, it's
not hard scripted where it's got to be new students only. This is something that's very fluid.
Yeah, look, listen, if you get on Chosen, right, and it's no mystery, everybody knows this. PJ Savage completely runs Chosen. He books it, storylines it. Yeah, I don't at all. I'm behind the scenes. I'm more of an assistant to him, to be honest with you. How wild is that? I own the brands, but I'm an assistant.
So, you're giving out those opportunities, not giving out, but you're rewarding people with those opportunities. So that's freaking awesome. Because they may have to wait 10 years to do something like that.
Right, and you'll never know if somebody could excel or do something or be great at something if you never give them the opportunity to do it.
Exactly.
Right? Some people.
I used to always say, I will give you every opportunity to disappoint me.
Well, right? So you may be extremely book smart and computer tech and all that. I'm not. But hands on, well, absolutely. Look at my career. Right?
Exactly.
Right. So you got people that are super high computer technicians. Brother, you're lucky you know how to turn a cell phone. Yeah. But you put them behind the wheel of a tractor trailer. Well, they don't know what to do, but I do. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So there's always differences, and Chosen to me is, hey, if you want to get your foot in the door and show me kind of like really what you got and what you have, the qualities of a person that you have, hey, by all means, because I do look at it and I do watch. And I watch the Chosen. Are they marketing? Are they sharing? Are they promoting? Are they going above and beyond to really show themselves? You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't care, what makes you think? If you don't care where you're at, even in a starter level, what makes you think you're going to care where you're at later on?
You're not. You're going to take it for granted.
Exactly. So I look at certain things differently than most. I look at it from a business point of view. I don't really look at it from a wrestler's point of view. I have veterans here, part of my team. They'll watch the show 3 times over.
Damn.
So yeah, they come back with their feedback, and
I set my shit up.
They come back with their feedback, and but it's always a feedback of okay, we've got to do better. Again, our only competition is ourselves. So what we could do better. We're always learning. We're always trying to raise the bar. We're always trying to add something different and first time things for Titan. You know, I don't really. They say, well, you have especially in independent wrestling, everybody does the same thing eventually. Whether you change it, tweak it, change the name of it, we've all done it. But we try to do a lot of things new to us and what we could do better on our end.
So this is, I'm gonna put a stamp in that because we are gonna go back to Chosen Pro Wrestling because that event's so close. But let's veer off a little bit to the uncensored part of the podcast. Um, we got people in the comments and whatnot. No new ones, but feel free to, if you have questions, put them up there. I am watching the chat now. I figured that part of this out
I
now.
can't
So
see the comments, so I don't.
no, oh, you'll see it in, well, they'll pop up. I'm gonna read them off for you when they do
All
pop
right.
up. But I got an uncensored question off script, and it's gonna put Billy in a kind of fucked up spot. But Billy likes being in fucked up spots for some reason. Question.
It's been my life.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We here to be uncensored. So let's get to a little bit of the spicy side of things. I noticed last show that Frankie and PJ are doing promos, but they're not scheduled for matches. And their storylines are kind of parallel. And both videos, promos were, I'm not gonna bullshit you, very shootish, very spicy. You know what I
They
mean?
were very
But
shooters.
we have great talent and they're very good at what they do. So I'm not gonna go out there. I'm not saying it is a shoot before y'all kill me on Twitter. I'm not saying it's a shoot. What I'm saying is I want to know from the leader of Titan, one of the leaders in Titan, Billy Fetzke, like, what's going on with the evil sins of PJ? And more
Sometimes, not all
importantly,
the time.
specifically Frankie and PJ.
Not all the time, but a lot of times you'll know there's always a hint of truth in everything. There's always a
Oh, you
hint of
know
truth of something. So, I mean, it doesn't go for everything in life, but for a lot of things, there's always a hint of truth. Those two promos, and I agree with you, very shootish. But you have two alpha males. I'm not
Yeah,
saying that they're
that's
the
no
only
doubt.
two in Titan. Believe me when I tell you, there's not. Right? There's guys here, maybe you just don't step on their toes. But when you have somebody like a Frankie Picard, which is a very violent striker, extremely violent, right? I mean, it's somebody that could take your jaw off in one hit. It is somebody who has fighting knowledge. Somebody who's been trained in wrestling, has done hardcore, has done these things.
He's legit dangerous,
Right.
which is crazy because
When
I know
that
Frankie
switch hit,
from Dojo Wars and he was full-time wrestler. He was doing, but I should have known then because people from CZW that era, they were built different. But,
I remember
ball
Frankie 8 years
wire,
ago.
all that craziness. So
Right. It's like a switch. Frankie will start to smile, start to laugh.
yeah,
And I already know where we're going with that. And
yeah.
on
If
the
you
other
see
hand,
the smirk, oh my God, oh no, that
PJ
smirk side
Savage.
eye shit, I know it.
Right. PJ Savage. And
Another
I've
email.
is just that, a savage. Now, I've watched it in his eyes. I've seen it in his eyes. I know PJ well enough to know um, there's that extra gear there, and her injured. It doesn't stop him. He pushes. I mean, it actually fuels it. To be honest with you, and that anger inside, again with PJ, which is very dangerous as well. So when you have two gentlemen, and I'll just say them gentlemen, um, that who's got the bigger chest at this one, right? And who's
Yeah,
who's
that's a
who's
great way to
got
put
that,
it.
bro? It is going to clash, and eventually, one day, I'm sure it will. Is there plans for it right now? No, there isn't. Um, I don't foresee the plans happening because I mean, really, realistically, that is like, in my opinion, too combustible.
Yeah.
Again, business sense, business smarts.
Yeah.
So it's really at that point really too combustible. And now, since we're uncensored and I can speak freely, I don't have to play no bullshit with nobody. Um, that's something that needs to be worked out and things like that. So I mean, hey, could we see it down the line? Maybe. Um, but at the same time, to me, uh, again, I believe it's highly unlikely.
You said that last part one more time.
Highly unlikely.
Highly unlikely. Okay, so you heard it here first. Right now, they're not on direct paths to one another. So hopefully, I'm thinking hopefully, really seriously, probably should have a conversation behind the scenes. Because I mean, like you said, you got two combustible guys. I'll be the one to say it. I should say it because I've had some experience with this.
Right.
You don't want two people to keep going back and forth, and they're bubbling, and you kind of like, they're adults. Let them get, let them go back and forth, and it's wrestling. So it's a physical type environment, bro. Like nobody here is no sissies. There's no sissies. There's no sissies wrestling. I know people
No,
might think, that, hey, that person's soft, or that. Nobody that gets in that ring and takes bumps is soft.
hell no, hell no. They go, we're wrestling's fake. Hey, listen, shove that wrestling fake up your ass because what they do in that ring and the hits that they take, and again, I respect the hell out of deathmatch wrestling because, bro, the shit that they put their bodies through
It's crazy.
is crazy, and for the love of the fans and the love of what they do, and you know, is insane. Um, so you
Shout
you
out.
can only respect that.
Yeah, you man. The
So I mean,
violence I
same thing
see
with
every
Titans
year
is, and
is
Titan,
crazy.
these guys go out here and I mean they rock and roll. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Again, not every wrestler every day is going to be a 10. You're going to have wrestlers have their off days, and where I've seen matches that were absolutely incredible, that really really awesome matches was like, man, I was off that day, and I'm like, dude, you're crazy. Like that match was phenomenal. So everybody's only always hypercritical of ourselves, but
yeah. I
I don't
understand.
have just those two combustible guys. I have several here.
No,
You know what I'm
that's what's
saying?
wild. That's
Titans
what's wild.
is
It's got a
pretty
whole
wild.
roster full of highly competitive athletes, and that's why we have so many shows. That's why Titan's been a consistent brand, a staple across the New Jersey pro wrestling landscape for going on 5 years. Like
Yeah,
it's not
January will
about
be 5 years.
yeah, we're not saying we're better than anybody, but we are being consistent and we are going to be confident about our product. There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely. I mean, I've looked at you're always comparing what you were before and you're comparing with yourself now as far as production and stuff like that. And, our set has grown. Our, we have a different look than we did back then. We've got more, I mean, Charlie hasn't even put out all the lights yet. I mean, we have
yeah,
a lot of production value. We just recently got sponsored for, which again, thank you, Kaplan. We just recently got sponsored for the Cold Spark machines. So
wow.
it just adds a little bit, right? It adds a little bit.
Yeah,
They debuted at Dad's Day. So just, again, everything that, and thank you to our sponsors because our sponsors are a big part of um, our production. Like every sponsor we get, the monetary value that we get, we don't put it into the show. I don't pay the guys. I don't pay matches about the money for matches and guys, and I will never take it. I put it towards marketing and I put it towards production and enhancing production and getting our things that we need. I'd rather a sponsor see that every show than see that um, just hey, just having your name on a match. I don't. But again,
Money
everybody has
well
their different
spent.
ways of doing business. You know,
Speaking of,
I'll never do a paid show. Somebody will pay for a Titan show, and on top of that, extra sponsors for matches. Well, that's double dipping, right? So I, I'll never do that. I never want that perception or that misconception. That's what I do. So, um, we work hard. Myself, Charlie, Tony, we work hard for everything that we have. We continue to work hard. Um, I sacrifice a lot. And believe me when I tell you, I'm not putting myself on a pedestal by no stretch of the imagination because I do, Tony does, Charlie does, and there's a lot of guys here that'll do it as well. So believe me when I tell you, it's for the love of the brand, the love of what we do. Um, it's the growing together and the beliefs that, hey, if lightning strikes, may be our lightning. So, you know, and then we strive for that. There's goals. There's Steve Mack taught me this a long time ago. Write down all the things you want. And each one of those things that you want is a goal. And you work on that. You work at each goal. And then you see a year later, out of maybe 50 things you wrote down, if you've got 25% of them taken out, a win. Then for the next year, what are your goals? As you get bigger, your goals are going to get bigger.
sure.
Um, Papa Denk, he asked me when I was on his podcast, could you ever see Titan have its own building, arena type thing, right? Well, shit, that's one of my goals, right? So could it happen?
I do
Sure,
believe we talked about this before. Yeah,
absolutely. I would love it.
yeah.
But it's a lot of hard work. It is something we really have to work upon. It doesn't come overnight, and it's not like poof, hey, if I win the lottery tomorrow, brother, we got it. But
Yeah,
until that happens, I have to work very hard.
definitely true, man. Definitely true. Guys, make sure you drop your comments in the chat. I'll make sure Billy gets your questions or comments. Feel free. Let's segue into another champion or former champion. What happened to Tiffany, man? I thought we was on a fairy tale story here, man, and she took a
Tiffany,
loss.
no, Tiffany has
Distraction?
not taken off. Tiffany has been very quiet on the Goddess's Titan side. She is legitimately picking her moment. She's watching. I spoke to Tiffany a couple days ago,
Oh,
and she's taking her time. Amity, that moment when that happens, where Tiffany gets that shot at to regain her Goddess's title. I think you're going to see a different Tiffany than you
wow.
did before. So, um, she's been training really hard. She's been wrestling in other locations and getting her reps in because I even on the phone and she said she vows to get that Goddess's title off of Amity LeVay.
She has grown quite a bit. I didn't know who she was about 5 years ago. Me and you had our own opinions on certain promotions. And I think she came across the screen. I'm like, okay, she can wrestle, it looks like. But from that person there, from the person I'm seeing now, that is a ridiculous level of growth.
Yeah,
And I'm
absolutely.
not going to get detailed, but like you can see the growth. Anybody that does physical exercise is trying to get gains, understands what I'm saying right now. That you got to respect where she came from, bro. That's crazy. That's a
Oh,
lot of work.
absolutely.
That's a
Again,
lot of work. That's crazy how it's just I admire the dedication because you can obviously see the results.
Tiffany values her past. She does, without a doubt. And just like Titan does, it values its is past. That's why I've got like really choked up on your entrance video, because there was so many things, so many memories. You know, you're always looking for the future, and you try to sit and reflect of everything you have gone through. I mean, what was it? It was at Grand Slam. It was a locker room meeting, and Charlie had brought up something in a locker room meeting, and I mean I wasn't there, but I was on the phone. Um, so I take part in a locker room meeting. They just kind of put the mic up onto the phone, but and you could hear me. I'm on the phone. I'm popping like a 2-year-old girl, bro. Like I was hitting my steering wheel and everything. And I was like, yes, yes, yes. We have done this before. So little things like that we forgot. Like I forget sometimes, and the obstacles and the speed bumps and the things that Titan has overcome, and we continue to overcome. Believe me, it's not all smooth oceans for Titan, but um, I've got a lot of really super fans.
Good.
Catch my drift.
Yeah.
Um, so it's always not, it's not always smooth water, but hey, guess what? We're still we're still we're still floating. We're still there.
Yeah, tough
Um,
shit.
so at that
Talk.
point for us, we you know take that time, and Tiffany, I mean, not to sway the conversation, but Tiffany, she values that past, and she knows the struggles and the stuff that she went through to get where she's at now, and it's always respected and honored. It really is. And this is a girl that's had her moments of doubt and self-doubt and injuries, and you know and she's came through, she persevered over them. So you can only embrace love and respect it.
Anybody that's beating the odds, I can go. I'm always going to root for. Always going to root for.
Hey, well, look at that, beating the odds. BTO, baby. Wow. That's right.
Shameless plug. But
Shameless. Cheap, cheap, cheap.
cheap, just snug it in there. But yeah, man, we got there's so much. We don't have enough time to speak on everything, but this will obviously won't be the last episode. There's so much stuff we have going on. Titans, just a spider web of opportunity and adventures. I want to touch on American Spirit. We got that coming up. I think my first event was the drive-in, and then the next event was American Spirit for me. Early in the process with Titan, that was a beautiful thing. We're full circle coming around to that event again. Uh, Talk to us a little bit about where the American Spirit name came from. I'm assuming it's obviously paying homage to the July 4th, but talk about the event itself. And if you can give us an exclusive, what do you have in mind going on at American Spirit specifically?
Oh, when we thought about the name American Spirit, we thought, especially coming off of lockdown, right? We came off of COVID, and uh, it was nice to be back out again, and we want to, of course, be patriotic. I mean, it is our country, it is the USA, and
Yes,
you
sir.
know, and the one thing about American and America is just that fighting spirit. Um, you look how everybody came together for 9/11, and so many things that America has come together, and that fighting spirit. You could only say American spirit, and we really we and again, it's been a marquee show since we did it in 2020. So I mean, every year we have, and thankfully it landed during during this the Ocean County Fair. So and fittingly, right? We put American Spirit there. Um, what you're gonna see on American Spirit, we there's a lot of twists and turns, especially with um, especially with Seaside coming up in August and going into our fall season, start of our fall season. Um, with our fall season, we've got a heavy schedule, especially a run of marquee shows. that we do have. So this American Spirit is really that what that 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 it's kind of like the ignition. It's like it's the spark plug to set up for that that fall season. Um, a lot of history, because that's one thing Titan really has, is that history. Um, things will make sense in this show. To look back and go, oh wow. So there's a few surprises. Um, and it's awesome because I mean, with the price of the admission for the Ocean County Fair, the show is free. You
There
know,
you go.
fans come down, enjoy it. But it's it's this one was written out really well with past and future in mind. So
That's good. Long. Hold on. Let me see. I get to say it. I get to say it. Shout out to JD from New York. Everybody hates him, but he always likes to say this. Long-term booking.
yes, well, I don't. I mean, as we can see, especially with a lot of the roster here, it's been long-term booking. So I mean, I don't. That's cool. That's cool. Titan, it's something else. You know, it's just built different. Titans, they are built different.
Like that. It be like that. We're at the
Yeah.
45-minute mark. We're going to try to shoot for an hour. How long you want to shoot for, Bill?
Well, listen, as long as you want to go.
Okay.
This is
It's
your
my
thing,
world.
brother.
Okay.
I'm just a little square in it.
Brace yourself, then.
No, I got
You
my
want?
seatbelt on now.
Do you want to hit a commercial break before this one? You might.
No, it's all right. Last time I did commercial breaks, I heard about it for a year.
Oh Lord. Okay. All right. So, Titan Uncensored is uncensored. Unfortunately, Billy didn't know this question was coming.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we
You know
go.
how Marlon likes to cut through the bullshit. So right now we got to cut through the bullshit, ladies and
Do I
gentlemen.
got to put on the boots and take off my slides?
Man, yeah, put the boots on. Put the boots on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna warn everybody right now. If you got kids in the room, go ahead and get them up out of there. If you got friends that know about Titan, know about New Jersey wrestling, tell them to go ahead and tune in right now because we're about to cut through the bullshit. All right. What's up with you and Chad, bro?
Huh?
Why? Let me ask this. This is my question.
He loves me.
Is there, because this is something that, and I'm gonna put him out here, and hopefully he doesn't get upset. Me and Shane Fair have talked about, and our ideal is we would like you two to come on here and see if this is something that can be resolved. I'm not saying go into it right now. I'm just saying see if this is something that can be resolved, or is this something that can be resolved behind the scenes so that the New Jersey landscape can be a little less pay. Now I know things about it, and y'all know how I am. I'm combative if anybody wants to be combative. But I always, and they're probably not going to tell you this. Anybody I've ever had conflict with in this business, I've attempted to stop it first. Now egos usually don't let that happen. But oh, we got a comment we're going to go over after this. Jesus. All right, so we're going to be running a little bit tonight.
I'm not even worried about the comments.
Is there a possibility? Question number one: is there a possibility that you two can resolve it? And me personally, it doesn't even have to be on live because live is for the entertainment. I would like to see it be resolved and maybe peace come to New Jersey a little bit, at least for a week. Go. I'm gonna let you go, Billy.
There's nothing for me to resolve. Check this out. I don't think about, talk about, mention, tag, post, joke about, or really anything of him or what he does or anything that doesn't affect me, doesn't move me, I don't care. You understand? He loves me. That's my greatest marketer. I should be paying him. So again, my name is always on his fucking lips. So for me, it doesn't. There's nothing for me to resolve. Keep going.
Gotcha.
So I don't. Again, is really the problem is not me. So
No, no.
I don't really care either way. So for me, you know what I'm saying? If making false accusations or bullshit and making memes and for this tighten this and I and this and that, you know what I'm saying? Assumptions. It got back to me about Frankie's NFG. That show happened in 2018. He asked if he could do a show on, because it'll be protected with under my name and the insurance and all that, and hard work that Frankie puts in here, of course. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna back my people, right?
Goddamn
Absolutely,
right.
I'm gonna back it. So if you want
People
to go
don't
out there and
understand.
Billy did this, Billy did that, Billy did this, you know what I'm saying? If that's your small victory, take it. I don't care. I don't. It doesn't change what I do daily anyway. It doesn't affect my life. It ain't taking no money out of my pocket. It ain't putting money in my pocket. I don't really give a shit. I
I
don't.
got you. I got you. So now y'all can stop asking me to ask Billy that question because I think some of y'all think this is scripted. It is not. It is
Like I
not.
said, I don't give a fuck. I see the posting. I see my name tag to somewhere. I do untag it. I don't really give a shit.
Keep it
Keep it up
moving.
there. Do it. I'm not gonna report it. I'm not gonna do. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. The more the ex girlfriend hates me, the better I sleep.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
really I don't care if that's little small victories of little pop shots, and believe me, every one of them gets back to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Every one of them, one way or
Because
another, I
everyone
get the
likes to
screenshots,
report. Everybody likes bringing back the drama.
bro, and I laugh.
Like the show.
I laugh. They think they, there was certain things that I'd be like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" But more or less, I laugh.
Yeah.
Why? Because I'm not entertaining it. I will never entertain a lie. I will never sell for it. I will never. If that's your little small victory, here, I'll give you your victory.
There you go.
You talk shit on behind a keyboard. You did well. But that's it. Regardless,
There you go. There you go, ladies and
nigga's still
gentlemen.
out there doing his thing.
Yeah. That's out of the way.
So,
Okay. So
I
don't
could give
don't
all
ask me
fucks.
more about this. I tried. It's not coming from this side. So there you go. Next
No,
thing
I
is on
really.
the go for it. I'm sorry, Billy. Go for it.
Go ahead. I just don't care. So,
Frankie says, let's be honest, PJ is not savage. I will show you some savage. And trust me, he's not don't give me that John Cena BS. So that means let's be honest, PJ is not savage. I will show you some savage. And trust me,
damn, I'm getting
he's
old.
not going to give me no John Cena BS. Okay, that's what Frankie feels. 9:41 p.m. It is
I agree.
9:49.
You know, it's got to be continuous um, talking back and forth between them. I don't think that'll ever stop. Again, I think it's just too much of a combustible element, and
Some
again,
people don't
that's
just don't. Some people just don't get along.
the fans. If they want to see it, then of course we'll make the strides. I don't believe that's ever happened before, Frankie versus PJ. So
I don't
not
remember
that I
that
could
either.
ever recall. So you know, it's they want to see it. Obviously, we'll make the strides to make that happen.
Frankie Picard is a beast in the ring, and me personally, I've seen him in feuds before destroy his opponent verbally. So like I'm a little worried on that because this Frankie is a beast with his mouth. Pause. PJ Savage, obviously he's running with the title for a little bit. Just a little bit, right? That's not a mistake. That doesn't just happen. He's no pushover. Come on, man. PJ Savage, you named that for a reason. He's all over the place for a reason.
Yeah, absolutely. And
So,
he says that's a big match, just as Frankie has. Don't get it twisted.
yeah,
Frankie's got a
Frankie's
sweet
resume
resume
is ridiculous.
himself. So, but currently, PJ Savage is the Titan heavyweight champion. He's the Funhouse heavyweight champion. That has been earned. That wasn't given. Um, it was battle after battle after battle, show after show after show. Again, not taking anything away from Frankie. Frankie is one half of the Titan Tag Team Champions. And every challenge that was put up against Frankie, Frankie has overcome. So you're talking two beasts in this company. You know, now you factor in, you still have Steve Monster Mac back here. You know what I'm saying? At any given time, put them boots on. Right.
Bruh,
You have Anthony Gangone.
bruh.
You have a wall, a mountain
Even Axel?
that SP brought in.
Oh,
Jeff Noyce.
Jeff Noyce,
Okay.
beast. And he's on a little bit of a hot streak.
Yeah.
He's on a
A
little bit of
very,
a
very
hot
high
streak.
street. Okay. You
Pay
have
attention to that.
you have Face. You have Stan Styles. You have
Which, by the way,
Daniel Alexander.
Stan is in peak physical condition.
Absolutely.
That's ridiculous, bro.
Probably
Eat a-
0% body fat.
Put a shirt on, Stan. You're making us all look bad.
You have Adam Ace, who wrestled in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
You have Evander James, who is,
Another one that's on a little bit
one
of
of
a
the
hot streak.
best. So you have Adonis Stone, who's muscular, has got a lot of power. You have Magic that's here with the veteran experience. You have, right? You have Andrew Polino, who's the lightweight champion. You have Roxas, who's up and coming. Mike Donovan is now here at Titan Championship Wrestling, who is a beast on himself, right? So, right. So you have, there's so many. Jacko, who, flawlessly with a 450 splash. Flawlessly. You really look at the Titan roster and you've got everything here. And the list goes on. Daniel Riley has made himself a street fighter. I don't want to miss out on anybody, but I'm just trying to go over the roster, everybody in my head.
Right.
But you look at the guys here. There's more than just that one combustible element of Frankie and PJ. There's a lot, and there's a lot you're going to continue to see. Blocks is another beast. We don't call Blocks behind the scenes Cujo for nothing.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. Blocks is in the chat, and Blocks is talking about jumping on.
Providing he comes in as Blocks, not character Blocks and everything else. I'm not feeling arguing with the character. I want to.
Only so much Billy can take. I'm telling you, it's hot over here on Uncensored.
Hey, guess what? I'm in the truck with AC. My queen, my Blue Kenworth, my queen. That's my queen. That's my girl. She's in the shop. She got no AC. The AC went on me at 113 degree day. And yeah, it was rough. So she's in the shop. She's getting all kinds of AC done work, and thank God. And I'll be cool again. But I'm in a rental. The coolest thing about this rental is this thing's manual, just like my queen. So I still got a little feeling of my queen, but soon I'll have my queen back.
What? You said queen? Uh-oh. Oh shit. Okay. We got a special guest, I guess, man. See this uncensored shit, Billy? See this uncensored? This is what I was talking about. I told you this uncensored shit is going to get us in trouble. I told you this shit. I might have to go back and beat my shit out. Okay, let's go ahead and bring him on. Damn, bro. We fucked up. What up, Blocks? How are you doing, sir? His mic is muted. Thank God.
Keep
I
it that way.
mute
Keep
your
it.
mic.
Why'd you have to say something?
Yeah, I know.
Yo,
Shut up,
I'm
let
back.
go off. Let me see if I can turn his mic off from my side.
I heard Cujo was being called.
Yes, sir.
I said we
I
don't call it behind the scenes for no reason.
Not at all. But
I
we
used
on
to-
Titan on, so that's what's up. Just wanted to come on here and let everybody know the Deli Sins run Titan. Billy, you the key piece to the Deli Sins. Always have been
We're
since
going
they
with that again.
No, not at all. Not at all. Don't worry. I will be here to tell everybody on Titan Uncensored and everybody watching that Billy Fetzke has nothing to do with the deadly sins. That was what I had to do, right? But yeah, so I got on, I see there's a lot of people on, communicating on here. I felt like me and you had to chop it up a little bit. It's been a while since we spoke. It's been a few hours, I think, right?
Look at the grin on
like
Marlon's face, this motherfucker. But go ahead.
It's just, what is it, July 13th? The Deadly Sins is going to show why we do what we do. We're going to go to the fair and do what we always do, and that's kick ass, take names, go have a party, probably go dunk PJ in the dunk water that they're going to have there. He can sit on the bench and we throw the balls and dunk them. Yeah, but how's life treating you, Billy? How's everything going?
Going well, Mr. Blocks. Going well.
I didn't come. I'll tell everybody right now. If you thought
Do you
that I
even
was
know how
gonna
to spell PJ?
let's see, Peejay. I'm gonna give it the long spelling. But
Okay.
I didn't come on here to start any problems with you. I'm
I
actually
need a
here to give you
cigarette
credit.
because of Blocks is on here.
I'm actually here to give you credit, and the reason why I'm gonna give you credit is because you've given Marlon a great platform, and I never thought I'd be giving you credit for anything. But with Titan Uncensored, this is where the platform, other than Papa Dank, one of the best podcasters out there, but we're going to get down to the nitty gritty with Titan Uncensored. And this is what I love about Titan. And this is what the Deadly Sins have been fighting so hard for, to get back at Titan. And little by little, you're starting to see that. So our feelings towards Mr. Fetzke are starting to change a little bit. Now, they ain't fully there, but little by little, they're starting to change. And Titan is becoming great again because, you got the biggest attractions in the world. Jeff Noyes, Legursky. You got the champ of champs in all of the indies right now, PJ Savage. You got the hottest tag team in all of pro wrestling, the Deadly Sins. You got probably the best high flyer in Audrey Paulino running that division for now.
Audrey.
Audrey. And Audrey. It's Audrey, right? No. Drake? Maybe Drake?
One misspelling and Andrew's going to be stuck with that for the rest of his life.
Hey, man. It happens. So I will give you credit. I'm going to get off soon. I know this is not the way everybody expect Blocks to come on here, but I'm in a little bit of a better mood because I spoke to a individual earlier who kind of put some stuff in my ear. You know him very well, Billy. You know what I mean? You know who he is. Look in the mirror. So I'm going to get off this. You guys finish this up. Have a great night, Marlon. Billy, I will see you the 13th. We have some stuff to talk about. Me, you, Frankie. We got Ayakoa. We got some other stuff going on. So we'll see you on the 13th. That's all I'm going to say. I ain't got nothing more
Welcome
to
back,
say.
Marlon.
Yeah, my man. Yeah, see, Marlon didn't expect this. Marlon thought I was going to go off, but not tonight. Not tonight.
We doing the podcast?
Not on the first, excuse me, not on the second episode of Titan Uncensored. I would never.
Yeah,
do
that's
that.
the finale.
There you go. So, you guys have fun. Titan Nation, July 13th. Be there. Ocean County Fair. As a matter of fact, July 12th. Chosen Pro Wrestling, company that I've believed in since day one, coming back to do what they do. Show up, show out. try to get their spots one day on Titan. You ain't taking mine. You may take the owner of, or the founder, excuse me, again, of that company, you know, PJ. You may be able to take him out to take his spot. Well, Blocks ain't going nowhere. So come out, show support, be there with all your favorite superstars. Rocco's going to be there with the Deadly Sins, the newest member of the Deadly Sins, Rocco. I mean, look, we show Rocco in one show, and all of a sudden, the copy and paste artist is now showing them off. So you're welcome for that, Billy. You're welcome, because that's one more notch on the brand of Titan that these motherfucking copy and paste artists could add to their resume. So see you later. Appreciate y'all. Cujo's out. Next time I ain't gonna be this nice though. All right. You know. I'll let you sit there and I'll let it marinate for you for a little bit. All right.
No, Marlon's got a big smile, but all right, go ahead.
All right, Marlon.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna holler at you, Marlon. We chop it up, you know. After the 13th, I'll come back on with my title and we'll chop it up some more. But I'm pretty sure we'll speak.
There's somebody else that wants to talk to you too, Billy. I don't know what you did this week.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna
I
sit
thought I was
here.
at the God damn. I'm gonna let the next person on. I guess you got a whole line of people that want to talk to you, Billy. I'm just shocked.
Oh boy.
So, hey, Blocks,
Give me the flowers. Give me the flowers.
I'm your co-host, bro. I'm the co-host. I got you. We give the hard hitting questions here.
I should have struck the same deal I did with Serena.
You should have, but the Deadly Sins got to this first. Sorry. Who's
What
coming
was my
on?
man Adam Ace?
Which, not to mention, Adam Ace will be in Puerto Rico representing Titan like no other Titan has ever done in Puerto Rico. Besides
Awesome.
PJ, I'll give PJ credit with this. He was out in Puerto Rico.
Well, I don't know if he's coming. I'm gonna wait till he pops up. Let's see. I sent him the link. You know him pretty well, Blocks, right?
I'm like, it is. I mean, it could be my best friend.
You guys are killing me.
Let's see. I don't know if he's gonna jump on. We'll see. But you got anything else, Blocks, man?
No,
got a couple more minutes.
I'll let you guys speak. I'll let whoever on next day thing on here.
So let's talk a little bit about July 27th, Constant Pro Wrestling, Sayreville, New Jersey. What a stacked card that is. Matt has done an incredible job putting that together. That is so awesome. The event that he's put together. You definitely want to check it out. Constant Pro Wrestling. The matches and stuff, and the links are all that on Titan's Facebook.
You got.
Hey, just saying, how are you, buddy?
Look at all this evil, all the things all over here, man.
I'm getting a lot.
How's it going? Yeah. You're gonna have to give me a second to figure out this sound situation because I don't want to get y'all to have feedback, and if I turn the volume up to hear y'all, that's what's gonna happen. So give me 1 sec, all right?
All right, Blocks. The gig's up, man. What's going on? Did you all y'all get together like lunch break?
I don't know what's going on.
Y'all go crash
meat shots right now. Look, we got Billy Frozen over here.
Oh, that's the move. That's the move. I used to do that.
Billy Frozen. I'll continue. Constant Pro Wrestling. You got Homicide. You got Monster. You got our Goddess of Champion that's gonna be out there defending.
One of your mics is giving back very bad feedback.
It might be me. It might be me. Nope. We're sound good now, right?
Better.
All right. So Constant Pro Wrestling, we got Mac, we got We got Homicide. We got Anthony Gangone representing for Titan. We got Amity LaVey representing for Titan, going out there defending her title. We have not us, because Constant Pro Wrestling has brought in many of stars to come out. Jay Lethal was on the card. Like
Jordan
this
Oliver,
is Jordan
Vasquez,
Oliver is on the card. Like this is a big
card
thing that everybody want to come out. Everybody want to show love. Constant Pro Wrestling is coming with a bang. You know what I mean? So you never know. The Deadly Sins might show up, might be in attendance. Not saying we're going to be doing anything, but we may show up in attendance and show a little face, because at the end of the day, what we do is we represent Titan, whether we like it or not. What's going on? We represent Titan. We fight for Titan. We believe in the brand of Titan and the Titan Enterprise. So whether you look at me like I'm an asshole or not, nobody's taking out Titan, because they're going to have to go through Cujo first.
Ooh.
Have a good night, fellas. Billy, take 2
night.
aspirins. You look like you're going to need them. Marlon, we chop it up later. Holla at y'all, Titan Nation. 12th and 13th of July, be there, Ocean County Fair. Show is free with the admission of the fair. Then July 27th, come out to Constant Pro Wrestling, Sayersville, New Jersey. I'm a marketing god. I do the do. Let's go. Titan, we going to the top. As I told you when you first signed me to Titan. Later.
Appreciate you, Block.
Yeah, man. Constant Pro Wrestling is going to be one killer of a show. Killer of a show. Then August 24th, we're back at Seaside again. Seaside Heights on the boardwalk at the Beachcomber. That's going to be it's going to be a credible event. It's our second time back, as requested. So it was really, it's starting to line up. September is being put together. October set. Of course, November and December, and going into our 5th year show in January.
I mean, I don't
How's
even
it
know.
going? I'm back. I'm good. I'm back. I'm good. Sounds good. Billy, how's it going, sir? Good to see you.
How are you, man? Good to see you too.
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm glad.
Everybody sound good?
Yeah.
No more feedback. It had to have been blocks.
Okay.
No, I promise you it was me. Y'all were picking up my phone. Y'all, that's what it was. As soon as I turned it down. Yeah.
It's all good. We'll get the kinks out by the season finale, man.
Yeah.
Just welcome to the show. This Titan Uncensored podcast. We're bouncing a few things off. We're talking about some events. You've been at Titan before. How's your experience at Titan been?
I mean, I've had nothing but a good experience with Titan. I'll always be Titan proud, Titan strong, period. The locker room's great. They push you, they present you as you should be presented. Stories are everything. And I mean, that's a big thing for me personally. So, that's what I look for. I'm not out here trying to be in the ring just to be wrestling to wrestle. I want to tell stories. I want to captivate crowds. I want people to be entertained. I want them to have an experience. So.
Yes. And I don't know if fans are picking this up, but you've heard the word story quite a few times tonight. Anybody want to know why? It's kind of important. Kind of important. So, like, again, the fans come back for a story. The fans come back for entertainment. I don't know if, a whole bunch of moves is going to put, because they're going to forget about your match by the time they go to the bathroom.
The best thing I can say about that is, I mean, we all know how to do moves out there. We all know how to do moves. Can we tell stories? That's the difference maker.
Absolutely.
Everybody out here can hit somebody with a Falcon Arrow, roll them up, and hit them with an F5. Yeah, cool. Did you tell a story when you did it? Did it mean something when you did it? Was the crowd invested when you did it? Were they with you or against you?
Correct. Those are all key points.
My guy was good,
What's
bro.
going on? I apologize. The only
Why'd you
reason why,
let this one back in? Would you go to potty?
yeah, real quick, I did have to, but I really was intrigued with what you guys were just talking about as far as the whole story goes, and I will agree to disagree as far as, yeah, there's the story that's being told outweighs some of the moves that go into certain matches. However, if you do the correct formula that adds to that story, now that's money.
That's the sprinkles. That's the
So
Yeah.
sprinkles.
Hey, again,
The,
what we
the
value
seasoning.
on, what we value, right, is the seasoning. It's the missing ingredients, right? You're always trying to make that recipe better. What you really try to do is you really put it into the whole fan experience. And you know, some matches will be emotional, some will be hard hitting, some will be shocking, some will be this and that. So there's a lot of elements, a lot of ingredients that go into a show. Um, Look, and I said in the beginning of Uncensored, our only competition is ourselves. What could we do better? How can we enhance? What do we focus on? What we're doing and what we're pushing and what we're trying to market out there, what we're trying to um, going off the stories, what stories we could tell, and you know. When they start to become flatline, when you have to pick it up, what where the payoff is to that. And then obviously move the story along. It's going to evolve. Not everything works. You know, somewhere you think I do this a lot, and thankfully, I've got a fucking hell of a team, man. That turn around and it looked good on paper. They'll try it, and it's my famous line. Well, that didn't work. So but it doesn't mean it's gone. It just means it gives us time to refocus and go, hey, when it's time to bring this back, what can we do better than we did the last time? Um, we are going to bring back Danger Zone, of course. We will be bringing that back. But we know now for production, it was extremely hard to do the Danger Zone and then flip right over to a Titan show. It was extremely hard, and it was hard on Charlie. It was hard on the guys for setting up and everything else. So we know, okay, there's things we have to change, and there's things that we have to, in order to make that successful, we have to do this. And again, that will be coming back. It'll just be different than it was before. You know, so even though my famous that didn't work, much like my alarm clock sometimes, um, it may not have worked now because on paper it really looked good, but we tried. It's not we were afraid of trying. We did do it, but it just wasn't the timing. So okay, we're gonna set it back, reconfigure it, and put it back out there. We've done that with numerous things, which is successful now. So, uh, you know, again, you throw it to the wall, you see what sticks. There's a lot of times mistakes, things that mistakes happen in the ring or mistakes we didn't know if this was going to work and somebody really improvised, and it was huge. It was just epic moments. So it was like, all right, cool, that worked, and it wasn't even intended for that to work.
Yeah. Beautiful mistake.
So yeah, I mean, you gotta capitalize if it obviously works. Um, it- and we're learning now really where to capitalize on that. And again, as we grow, I get more of that confidence. I know it's 2020. I know we're supposed to do a lot of traveling this year, um, which still may happen. I mean, we're only in June, but um, I know next year everything's being set up to do that. Again, that was a lot of my meetings during this week. Um, lot of marketing things and streamings and out of state venues, and it's again, my team is allowing me to focus on that rather than just focus on wrestling, where a large majority of part was just strictly wrestling. So, um, so for us to be making those moves is important. It's important for our growth.
Yep. Excuse me, guys.
And to
Real
add
quick,
to what
man, I want to go around the room. I'm gonna give everybody a couple minutes for the final thoughts because I've been up since 4. I'm about to pass out now. That coffee running out on me.
I'll go
God damn.
quick. I'll go first and I'll jump off.
I'll be just for man.
So I just want to put it out.
No, there it is.
Wait, what?
Titan Enterprise has given Blocks a platform to produce some of the best stuff I've created on the wrestling scene. Now, I went from a guy begging, not begging, but I use it as begging because you know how it is in the business when you're starting out. So I went from a guy at the bottom of the barrel, to becoming one of the top premier guys at Titan, constant household name at Titan. And that's because Titan let me be me. Titan let Blocks do what Blocks does. Titan let me create what I need to create to ensure that the fans have that experience that they need. Whether it's booing me, cheering me, crying, kids sticking up middle fingers at me, whatever it is, I leave them with an emotion because when I go out there, whatever the situation calls for, I handle. And if it wasn't for Titan to let me do that, you wouldn't have Blocks here today. Blocks wouldn't be on the platform and the trajectory that I'm going on. And I credit that to Titan. When I joined the Deadly Sins, I said, we're going to make Titan great again. We're going to get that front office back to where it is because we're going to take it over. A little over a year, the Deadly Sins have been meaning business. From the laughing stock of the locker room, from many of times trying to bury us under the sand, the Deadly Sins have proved time and time again that we're here to stay. And if it wasn't for Titan giving us this platform, you have guys like myself, Frankie Picard, Just Saying, Adam Arsenal. Hell, I even go back further with Ben Cassu, Deanna Diaz, Jay Akira. Guys who wasn't given that chance, was taken as a joke. And guess what? Now our DMs is flooded because they want us. And guess what? We at Titan, baby. We booked. We got plans at Titan. We going to the top. The Deadly Sins is going to take Titan, the Deadly Sins, BTO, Ayakoa, every single other sponsor that we have that believed in Titan and the Deadly Sins. We taking them to the top. So that's my piece. You want to be where the best is at? We the best. Come try to take our spots because this is a competition that you ain't going to ever find anywhere else. You could go play wrestle everywhere else. And that's no disrespect to other promotions because there's some phenomenal promotions out there. But the Circle Jerks know who I'm talking about. So you could go play wrestling for them or you could come try to be with the best. Show up at Chosen. Come on, we waiting. Come take our spots. You ain't taking mine, like I said. Cujo's here. Holla, y'all. Peace out.
Well, I mean, my man Blocks has said a lot, but he didn't say anything wrong. Personally, me, as far as it goes for Titan, man, listen, if you know me, you know I work hard, and I worked hard for Titan. I still work hard for Titan. I will always be Titan proud, Titan strong. I am just saying. If you want to come to Titan, I mean, at the very least, you got to put in my level of hard work. You got to earn it. I earned it. Everybody on that roster has earned it. People you see walking around with belts, they have earned it. All you got to do is put in the work, show up. That's what it means to be Titan proud, Titan strong. I'm just saying. Oh, I understand that I'm gone because of my own personal violent outbursts. That's fine. I get it. I deserve it. I own it. But when I come back, and I will be back.
That was definitely uncensored. That's great.
You know, again, you know, to reiterate, just saying, you know, to touch on that, you know, as a man, he owned it, no doubt, and again, I never once ever down him, and he knows the real reason of why things turned out the way they did, and I did have a great conversation with him, even when I, you know, I said, hey, listen, we're gonna separate. It was still a great conversation, you know, and I still respect him, and he's been an absolute man about everything, you know. So
That's a
if
rarity in this.
anybody thinks, yeah, bro, like he there's no animosity. There's just none coming from my end. So you know, if people, and I've know if it's gotten back to me that people have assumed different things, I've just got to clear the air on that. There isn't. You know what I'm saying? Any animosity between me and Joss. It was just an unfortunate situation, and it's something I had to stay very strong upon, and he respected that, and I respected how professional he was, even during that. And so, I mean, you know, who knows what the future may hold, but um, you know, again, I appreciate his professionalism.
Yes, sir. Me
You know,
too,
if
man.
anybody's
Somebody
looking
that
for
age doing that, I'm gonna tell you right now. 5 years ago, I wasn't at that maturity level. Everybody saw that.
yeah, it's you
That's
know,
wow.
you don't you
Really,
don't get that a
really,
lot of nowadays.
nah. So I hope you guys enjoyed the second episode of the Titan Uncensored podcast. Uh, guys, you know where we're going to be at. American Spirit, Chosen Pro Wrestling,
John Blaine,
Chosen Pro Wrestling.
awesome.
Go ahead.
That's a that's somebody I haven't spoke to in a long time. John, how are you, man? I seen the recent pictures of you, bro. You look phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Keep up the good work, man. I hope to touch base again soon. Um, you know, slide up on the podcast. I haven't been up there in a long time either. But yeah, you look. Seems like you're making moves, bro. So happy for you. But again, you look great.
Is that it? That's it for tonight, Bill? I think I'm about done. I'm about fall out. Man, this show. You told me doing shows was going to be draining, but I didn't realize how draining. You tried to warn me.
It could get
We'll go into that on another episode to
20
extent.
times worse, brother.
That this is man. We'll talk offline, guys. Thank you for coming and viewing Titan Uncensored podcast. We had a constant stream. Um, I appreciate it for one. Talent, hey man, I ain't gonna chase you. You want to miss out, miss out. Guys, have a great night wherever you go see wrestling this weekend. Enjoy the experience. Please enjoy the
Absolutely.
experience. Don't get sidetracked by anything else. Enjoy the experience. Life's too short.
Support independent wrestling, man. Support it.
Support
Support it. There's a
indie
lot of
wrestling.
great guys. You know, not even for guys that even in Titan, bro. There are a lot of great guys out there. A lot of support is needed. You know, the more fans in the seats, the more you know shows pick up, and the more they get better. It's. I mean, everything goes hand in hand.
And that's a wrap. Billy, thank you for coming on. I know you're busy. I know you're busy, bro. But I appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. You know, I love taking the time to do this. I wish I was able to do this more. You know, with podcasts, and there's a lot of people that's reached out I haven't done, and I apologize to them. You know, I'll do better and trying to be on more podcasts. It just I was so focused on the wrestling, you know, and driving this truck it's a little difficult, you know. Like here for this, I've been parked where I need to start rolling. But no, it's okay. It's cool. I made sure I had the time to do it. So I can't be on video like this while I'm driving. It's really difficult. Again, it's not safe for me. It's sure not safe for people on the road. So, I make the time to do this and make sure I'm sitting and stuff like that. But again, it's like I'm focusing on the business rather than the wrestling. I've got a tremendous team. Really a bunch of great guys. Guys and girls, man, let me tell you. Because if you think like these girls they've got an awesome mind, a big, awesome brain. So, again, everybody, it's through their eyes. Everybody's opinionated. It's all subjective. And I'm just thankful. I really am.
No, that's what I'm gonna end it because that's powerful. Me myself, I feel the same way. As far as being grateful, I'm grateful to be able to come back to Titan. I'm grateful to be able to see some of you guys rise to the levels that I believe you're going to get to. A small piece of the puzzle as far as being involved, and I quite enjoy it. Quite enjoy it.
Thank you.
Everybody, have a great weekend. Again, wherever you go this weekend, experience some pro wrestling. Enjoy it. Guys, have a good night.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Billy.
Good night. Thank you.
Eats my butt. I'm gonna give you a real weird one. Watch this.
One suggestion where you think you know the answer.
Oh, here it comes!
Change the question. Right, that's right.
That's it!
Yeah. One suggestion.
I confess that along this journey I'm going to do horrible, horrible things. But I will never feel sorry for them. I'm just a servant now. I go where the circle takes me. I confess